welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Corin, also known as the Kitten Choreographer, and I'm a teen with a passion for animal rescue and, in particular, kitten rescue. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've never done a video quite like this. So I've been thinking a lot about my channel recently, and I've realized that most of my videos have been for you guys, which is great because I love creating videos for you guys. I love helping you feel important, feel special, feel hopeful. I love showing you that you can do some great good in the world, and I love teaching you about kittens and teaching you how to help kittens so you can do great things. But I've realized I've never really done a video for me, and I thought it was about time that I make a video for me, just talking, and I hope you'll like it. I hope it might help you too. So this video is going to be kind of a recap on 2021. I'm posting this not on New Year's Eve or New Year's, but hopefully the day after. I'm filming this on New Year's actually. But I kind of just wrote down a couple points I want to hit, and then the rest will just kind of be me doing a bit of rambling, a bit of discussing. I don't know how long this video will be, but I hope you enjoy it. So I have a couple points, but most of it is just going to be me talking about what I feel like I think, because I don't actually have that many points written down, but the February is where I'm going to start, because not too terribly much happened in January. So for February, I put that I was fostering for 1 year. I got my first litter of kittens in February 2020, and so February 2021 was 1 year of fostering, so I thought that was pretty cool. I posted a video all about that. I'll link that in the description below, but that was a really cool moment. I fostered 46 kittens in my first year fostering, and I am going to talk about the stats for how many kittens I've fostered this year in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that, because wow, it's a lot. But yeah, February was 1 year fostering. I don't know what much more I can talk about that. May was definitely apparently my most active year with life events. I don't know. So the first one is that in May, I came out as non-binary. I had already come out as gender fluid several months before, so I knew I wasn't a girl at that point. It's me just messed up my tripod a bit, sorry about that. But I came out as non-binary, and I am very happy with that. I really do think that non-binary is the right term for me. I don't fully believe that you have to have a label, but I do find that a label is helpful for me, so I'm glad I found that label for myself. And yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that I came out as non-binary in May of this year, and that's pretty cool. I've talked a lot about being non-binary on my channel, or not a ton, not as much as cats, but I've talked a good amount, and so I can link some videos about that in the description too. I also got vaccinated in May, which is super cool. Vaccinated for COVID, which is super cool. I got it about as early as I could, and that's really cool. I was very happy to be vaccinated. I fully support vaccinations in animals and humans, and I think they are an amazing resource that we humans have to keep us healthier, and so I think everyone should trust the science and get vaccinated. And the one I am most excited to talk about on this list is we got Gabby, which I don't even know if I've talked about her on my channel before. I've mentioned her on Instagram before. I'll put a picture of her right here. This is Gabby. We got my second dog, or she's like a family dog technically, but I call her my dog because I love her. We adopted her from a local rescue. I really wanted to adopt, and I'm so happy to have her. We got her because Peggy, my other dog, was really lonely after my siblings and my dad started going back to work and school. She got really lonely being alone, because while I am at home, I'm doing my schoolwork and can't just play with her as much as she was getting. So we decided to get her a friend so that she wouldn't be as lonely, and Gabby and Peggy get along so great, and Gabby was such a great addition to our family, and I'm so glad we were able to help her and rescue her. She's awesome. We actually just swabbed her for DNA because we call her Super Mutt jokingly because she's totally just a random mishmash of breeds, but we're about to send in a DNA test to get her tested because I don't really care. I don't really care much about breed anymore, but it will be interesting, just an interesting thing to see. So yes, we got my lovely puppy Gabby, and I just put June-ish on my notes because I'm not actually sure when. It was sometime like, I think it was end of June, something like that. I got monetized on YouTube. I hit 1,000 subscribers and I was able to be monetized. That is so cool. Honestly, I can't believe I'm at that point. I can't believe that people would be interested in watching me and my content and coming back and supporting me. I am so grateful. I haven't made a ton of money yet because I'm not at a huge level, but it's still such a big step to have enough people watching you and supporting you that YouTube's like, you deserve to be paid for this. So that's really cool, and I just wanted to say thank you for supporting me through all of this craziness, because I know I'm not as put together or perfectly informative as some of the other cat channels out there. I'm just kind of me with some information thrown in there, and I ramble, and I worry that people don't like me for that stuff, but you guys are super supportive, and I am forever grateful for that, especially as you bear with me as I have mental health struggles. I have a new 4-week-old. She was sleeping, but...
Sweet Pea, you want to say hi to the people?
Small intermission. This is Sweet Pea. I just got her the other day.
You have such a big personality, and you just want to scream and show everyone that wonderful personality.
It depends on how playful you are, if I can keep holding you or not. What are you doing?
What are you doing, Bubby?
So yeah, she might just be popping in and out. She's in a playpen right now. I don't really like to let the tiniest ones, like 4 weeks old or something, run around my room because they're often not totally litter trained at this age. And I'd much rather clean up poop in like a small area that I can cover in puppy pads than my entire room.
You want to run around for a bit?
I'm not sure you can though.
Can you go back to sleep?
I hope she doesn't start screaming because she really likes to do that. We're hoping to get her friend soon. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about monetization, and I'm just so grateful for all of you, and I just hope I can continue to do great things with my channel and talk about kittens and talk about other things that I love, because I really have such a great community on here, and you guys are fantastic. So yes, I truly have come so far because of you guys. And I know like every YouTuber just talks about like, oh, I love my audience, and I do. Like, most of them probably aren't being cliche, because I'm super grateful for you all. So I just kind of threw this in for fun because I didn't have that many things on my list, but in October it was Smee's first gotcha day, so we'd had him for a year, and wow, that's pretty cool. I've had my best friend in my life for way over a year now. And I've already made a video all about Smee and how much I love my cat, so again, linked below, because I really don't need to ramble on about how much I love my cat. Like, my cat pretty much saved my life, so just gonna say that I love my cat so much. And I'm gonna put December before I just literally go into rambling, because I feel like I'll be doing a lot of rambling after, like, the list was quick, then I'm just gonna be rambling, which I hope will be fun. But in December, I got my name legally changed. Yeah, I made a video about that too. Apparently, like, all the big things I've already talked about, which I didn't quite realize that going into this, but yeah, I got my name legally changed to Corin, which is awesome because it's me, it's my name, so I'm really glad it's legal. And even after I posted that, I'm only just now like getting in the important paperwork so I can actually like get it changed and everything. Like, it's not changed in doctor's offices yet because there's a lot of legal stuff that goes into that, but we're finally getting that in, so it's still a process. It's not totally complete yet, but it's a great first step. I wanted to lean back a bit, so I just like changed the focus a bit so I can slouch a bit because I slouch. So I also just put the last few months of the year I really just spent working on myself. That's hard. It's hard to admit you're like trying to better yourself, and not even better in the way I interact with other people, a better in the relationship I have with myself, because I've been I've been honest before. I don't have and haven't had for a really long time a good relationship with me. I always thought I was not a good person, that I was worthless, and I'm really trying to stop thinking that. Like, hey, I fostered a ton of kittens this year. A worthless, no good person doesn't do that. Like, that's not something a worthless person can do. So I'm trying to just make a better relationship with myself. Sweet Pea.
Bubby, can you please fall asleep?
I promise that cat is not being tortured. She has a huge playpen, and she's tiny. She's got like a lovely little setup there.
I'll play with you when I'm in that.
And she's back. I've just really been trying to be kind to me and do what is best for me. Even if it's not what society thinks is best for me, I need to like really look in and be like, this is what's best for me. So I'm gonna do that, you know. I've also been really trying to get out of my comfort zone in social situations. I think I've been open before about how I have really bad social anxiety as part of my anxiety disorder, and so it's really hard for me to be in social situations. It's part of the reason why I'm in online school and not in person schooling. I'm also in online school so that I can foster bottle babies, but that's not the entire reason. So it's really hard for me to make in-person friends. I have a ton of amazing online friends, but there's something to be said about having someone that you can hug in person. That is important, I do think. So I've been trying to make some friends. I started going to a gender sexuality alliance group, a GSA, for teens in my area, and that's been really fun. I've only gone to a few meetings so far, but it's fun to hang out with other people my age that understand me. And I really suggest that, you know, people go out of your comfort zone sometimes, even if it's hard, and obviously do it at a pace that is reasonable for you. You know, I'm not gonna just throw myself out there and try to make friends with every person in the world after struggling with social anxiety for years. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I started going to a GSA meeting with just a few teenagers every week, and that's nice for me. I also went up to a couple people that are around my age and got their social media so that I could talk to them, and I made a new friend that way. And that's pretty cool. So I really think I've come a long way, and I'm excited to see where I go in 2022 because I really have a lot to look forward to. And when I look back on the past couple years, I've had some really hard times. I had a few very hard years just back to back to back. It took a lot of time to learn that that wasn't gonna be forever. And yeah, it's not always good. I don't think I could ever flat out say my life is good or my life is great, because the truth is life is not black and white, it's very complex. And instead of saying like, oh, I had a bad day, so that means my life's not good, I say, well, last year I had a whole month of bad days and then one good day. And maybe now I'm only having a week of bad days to 3 weeks of good days. And of course it varies, it's not gonna be the same every single week, you know, it totally varies. But I do say my life is better, and there's a lot to say for that. There's a lot of things I thought I could never do, and a lot of things I wouldn't be able to do, frankly, if I hadn't kept going. So yeah, I'm still struggling. Still have panic attacks sometimes that make me totally but things are doing better, and I want to tell you to keep on going. So I'm just that is my hand you are biting. And how are your teeth so sharp for being such a little baby? You are
A stinker.
The camera does not want to focus on her because she's darker colored. The camera hates to focus on darker colored kittens. And honestly, kittens in general, because they move so unpredictably. I just send so much love to anyone that is struggling with mental health or struggling with anything, because I know how it feels. And it sucks, but that's not always forever. I like to compare life to a book a lot. We can't read the future. We can't see what's at the end of the book, or even what's 2 chapters away from now. We can only see now. But if you stopped in the middle of a book and everything was bad, you'd be missing out on the happy ending. And maybe happy endings don't exist in real life, but you're just in one chapter right now. I think you should hold on to see the other chapters, because who knows what that will hold for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all sappy there, but now let's talk about foster kittens, and I'll get sappy again, but in a different way. I fostered, do you want to, okay. This morning I counted up the total number of foster kittens and cats I had this year. Most of them were kittens. I did have a couple cats sprinkled in here and there, and those were mama cats. I fostered a total of 51 kittens and cats this year. That's a lot. I will be fostering less next year. For me, it's very easy to go overboard and get burned out with the amount of kittens you take. So my rescue has decided that they're gonna cap it at 10 cats, which seems like a lot to people that don't foster, but that's 10 itty bitty kittens like this. And they don't want you to take that many, they'd like to keep it at like 5, but I might do about 10, you know, no more. And so that's gonna be less. And while on the outside I don't really like that, because I think I should be able to help more, but really I need to help myself too, and so that cap will be good for me to take care of myself, and that's what I want to keep doing next year. But my total number of kittens that I've ever fostered since I started fostering in February 2020 is,
Can you guess how many?
I don't think you know how to count, so probably not. 98 in less than 2 years. I can't believe that. When I don't think I'm doing good and I don't think I'm doing enough, I'm gonna tell myself, hey, think about that number. That's a lot of cats. I know I'm doing good stuff even though I feel like I don't, but I just think about how much I've accomplished and I'm proud of myself. And I feel like even just a few months ago I would have been like, I don't want to say I'm proud of myself, that's conceited. No, that's not conceited. It's not conceited to love yourself and recognize your accomplishments. That's not braggy. It's just saying like, hey, I want to love myself like I love other people. And I think that's a good thing. So I am so proud of all of you. If you have fostered this year, you're a superstar. If you didn't foster this year, that's okay too. You're also a superstar. I am so excited to see what 2022 brings. Cheers to those of you that will continue fostering this year. Cheers to those of you that will start fostering this year. Cheers to those of you that would start fostering if you could. And cheers to those to you that are just hanging out and supporting me. Cheers to everyone. That is nice. And with a good heart. So yes, this was kind of a sappy video. I don't do these often. But like I said, I feel like I just needed a positive video for me. I just needed that. So I hope it helped you too. I love you all so much. And I hope this past year was good. I hope 2022 is even better. You are still biting me. That is not very princessly. And your name is Sweet Pea. That means you have to be sweet. She is very sweet. She's just also a kitten. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more kitten-related content. I upload on Sundays and on Wednesdays if I can, and if I can't, then I upload whenever I want to. Also, please make sure to leave any thoughts or questions that you have down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching again, and goodbye!